I feel good, but there's a lot more people involved than just me. So,
how tough is it to go through the return to play process here, where it seems so up in the air?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You can only control what you can control. Take it day by day. Let the staff know how you're feeling, and again, a lot of those things are out of your control. It's for your best interest and best interest of the team, but it doesn't make it any easier.
How do you feel you were integrating before you got hurt to a new team?
Good. I mean, obviously, short-lived there for sure. It felt really good through the preseason. Learned the systems pretty easily. Obviously, I knew a lot of the guys. Transition was pretty easy. And you get into live game reps, and unfortunately, it wasn't too many of them. Obviously, in preseason, you get some touches, but with some different people. So, not too worried about it coming back. Again, hockey's hockey. You go out there and play, make mistakes, learn on the fly, give your best effort. But it felt pretty good there early on.
How frustrating has it been? And I think it was kind of a fluke how you got hurt, right? I mean,
fluke's one word. I didn't like the hit, to be honest with you. Not that it was dirty or with ill will, just high. Anything to the head, I think, is unfortunate. You worry not just about yourself, but when it happens to anyone, no matter what team they're on. And unfortunate, maybe. But again, it's hockey. You're going to get hits. Things are going to happen. No hard feelings really about it. Just kind of unfortunate result.
You finished the game though. Did you start feeling it the next day? Is that when?
I don't know if you stop feeling it. But I mean, it wasn't something that necessarily had to pull me from the game. You deal with some of the consequences there shortly after the next couple of days. But I feel good. I know you guys are trying to poke at it a little bit here, but again, it's not really something that's completely in my control.
you've been skating for like a week now and practicing. I mean, I imagine you're rearing to go on your end.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm ready. I feel good. Maybe I should say I'm ready. Again, that's not just my call. I feel like I can go out and perform. But again, there's a few more people involved than just me.
You've been able to watch the team while you've been out. What have you seen some of the navigate highs and lows of the recent stretch?
Yeah, I mean, that's hockey. You got to find a way to navigate that early on. Obviously, I think we left a few points on the table here all year long, but we also found ways to stay in games and get some points. So obviously there's areas to improve. I think we all want to take a look in the mirror on some special teams at times. I think we have recently. So power play come back and get two there the other night. Especially PK has gotten kills when we've needed them. Obviously 5-on-5 game, there's always stuff to improve on. It's a night in and night out process. You're going to make mistakes again, but you got to be able to regroup and continue to go back out and perform.
Were Dylan and Patrick just maintenance or what?
Yeah, no more maintenance, bumps and bruises. Made sense from our medical staff to give them a day off. Especially we got a unique part of our schedule here where we got the next 2 weeks back-to-back 3 and 4s with travel. So it was an opportunity today. Give them a maintenance day.
Where's
No real
Tyler
concern
at?
of them.
No real concern on either of them.
With Tyler Motte, where's he at?
He's in a good spot right now. He's coming along. So I like the fact that we have 13 forwards that we're very comfortable with. Obviously, he's unique in that he's done a really good job checking his career. So we're also coming off a game in which, arguably one of our more complete games. So he's likely be available for Wednesday. We'll get a feel for that next couple days.
So he could be available for Wednesday, but you're not sure yet whether he will.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see on all of our forwards. We don't know. We haven't had this luxury all year, as you know, mostly carrying 12, of having 13. And I'm not saying it's a unique situation, but again, we came off a pretty good team game, so we'll have to decide that next couple of days.
It'll be pretty tough to pull, just for an example, Berggren, right? I mean,
That's exactly, of course, any of our guys from that game. But again, we trust them. It's no different in our D. We have 7D we trust. So again, I think over even knowing the fact we have a 3 and 4, we'll probably take advantage of having that luxury, 13 and 7 available to us.
I've had a lot of practice, Derek, here, but boy, is it kind of would it be kind of nice just to have a game tonight or tomorrow, just after that?
It's hard to say. You're just this condensed schedule with international break this year. It's going to be a grind, and you're going to hit it in different ways. You get very little practice time. And I could sit here and argue, we're talking about maybe one of our better 60-minute games, certainly not perfect, but one of our better 60-minute games. Is that a reflection of a lot of practice time? So practice is really hard to come by. I think we need to take advantage of it when we can. Even with the 2 forwards now today, we were able to work on some things we wanted to work on. So it's going to be a unique season schedule that all 32 teams are going to battle, because there's going to be some grinds. Even our next 2 weeks, you don't have many 3s and 4s in most schedules. We have 3 and 4 in a 2-week span with travel, so we'll have to be smart with that.
I know Tarasenko was out with the illness for a while, but what have you thought of him overall for this part of the season?
Some positives. And again, you talk about playing that well. 12 forwards the other day. Who would come out for a healthy player? I liked that Tarasenko, Kasper, Berggren line. Underlying numbers, they've done good. I know they've on the bad end of some goals against. Obviously, we only gave a couple chances in the third, and one was a direct reflection of that line, letting Tuck in all alone the other day. But some positives there. Makes plays, a little heavier body around, along the walls, down low. Been a positive for us. The other night was one of his more high-minute nights, because I thought that line was going. So a positive, and I would like to maybe give that line a little more time here. We'll see how it plays out.
With their confident in the top 6 the last couple of games,
Yep.
just that bottom 6, not a lot of goals there. I mean, is that in any way concerning, or do you see them?
Yeah, it's a great
showing-
question. I probably haven't looked at it like that. Of course, you would like to get offense throughout your lineup, but yeah, I've just been really happy with the play of the bottom 6 the last couple games. When they produce some chances, and again, we're sitting here. Berggren hits the crossbar. Villano and Fish had all alone on a quick 2-on-0 in the third period. Rass hits Fish for a backdoor potential tap in the second. As long as they're producing some plays, for me, I'm more excited about them winning some shifts rather than creating offense. But I think the way it's built right now, I think they can produce some offense. So I'm not as concerned about that.
You've mentioned a couple times the fact that you appreciate the way that DeBrincat went from a pretty big minus player last year in Ottawa to a +1 last year. I'm curious what aspects of his game that kind of don't have to do with the finishing that you appreciate.
Wall play, getting above on plays, winning battles. I mean, just off the top of my head, we're asking our team to compete, have some attitude, a little extra effort. He forechecks a icing call that would have been an icing, D-zone face-off when we need a full change. That's a battle. He tracks hard and gets a strip of a puck, and all of a sudden he sets Kane up on a back door 2-on-1. I think he's just taking a lot of pride in those type of things. Offensive guys, you want them to have a little instincts on the way they lean at times, but not cheat. And I think he's just been a little more responsible in how he anticipates some plays, and I think it helps us along. And where we're trying to get, I think if we all have a little of that DNA, it's going to help us.
After the last game, Talbot talked about how even though the shot volume might have been a little higher, like he was still seeing the puck well, and like it wasn't a lot of traffic in front of him. Is that an area of emphasis?
Yeah,
from
that's
defense that way?
probably going back to one of our more complete games. I think the one against, it felt comfortable. We've had a couple. I go back to the New Jersey win, where there's a lot of volume. We've had a couple quality wins. Maybe one of those Nashville games where we probably gave up too much volume, wasn't comfortable. The other night, it felt comfortable. The type of chances we gave up, how we gave them up, and even some of those extended zone times. I think, zone time, they have maybe one more minute than us overall in the game, and that's with us scoring quickly on our power play, so we lose some zone time there. It was even in those extended zone times, we defended it well. It felt comfortable. So it's probably what he was alluding to, and hopefully something we can build on.
You have that Bills-Lions game circled next month?
I do have. You laugh about it. I mean, it's fun, but the Lions are an absolute wagon. Obviously, I'm a Bills fan. I'm very excited to see us 7-2.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that Lions game, and I'm like, we're going to get tattooed by the Lions. But a lot of season left. But it's been fun to have two of your ponies playing really well.
So you'd have like the split jersey, or
No,
what are you
I'll
gonna do
probably
that day?
no. I'm gonna go straight incognito. The most average sweater jacket combination I have, whatever's in my closet.
Is the recognition? Somebody asked me the other day, is the recognition better these? You know what I mean? Like you said early on, nobody recognized you. I mean, is it better now? I mean, more nowadays?
No,
or-
I mean you're in this position for 3
Yeah.
years. Of course, there's recognition. It goes ups and downs. We have a very passionate fan base. There's times of impatience. There's time of excitement, and we've given them a pretty good roller coaster ride over the last couple of years here. So I understand it. So yeah, but that's all part of it. I prefer less at times, but I think it also goes. I'm very recognizable. Not a lot of these heads out there. I'm not very bland. I don't fit in well. I stick out. So that's all part of it.
Thanks, sir.